Okay, next up I wanted to do something a little bit different and show you this launch I had for my jeffwalker.com blog. So this is really different because there actually was no product here at all. It was just a blog. I had never published anything before at jeffwalker.com, had that domain for a while, and decided I want to put a blog there. And so I'm basically, whenever I do anything in business, I always think in terms of sequences. And I always think about how can I build some buzz around this. But at the same point, I didn't want to do like a full out, pre-launch, a massive pre-launch content, because in the end, I was just going to drop people on a blog. Now, as much as I want my blog to be impactful and to get lots of traffic and, really become a center of influence, at the end of the day, it was just a blog. So I didn't want to have too much of an overblown pre-launch for it or anything like that, but I still wanted some good buzz. So I thought about this for a while, and this is what I came up with. So this is an email I've sent to all my lists. And I just said, I've got to be quick. It's a busy weekend. I'm about to start a new blog at jeffwalker.com, and I'm looking for a tagline. If you come up with a winning tagline, I'll send you an iPad. Here's the details. And the beautiful thing about this is I actually sent this email on the day the iPad was released. So this is a day where there was a huge buzz going on. Everyone was talking about the iPad. And I said, boy, you can get one for free if you come up with my tagline. So I send them to winanipad.html. And then down here I said, I haven't gotten my iPad yet. I'm still on break with my family, but a bunch of my buddies just got theirs and they're raving about them. So just give me a tagline for my blog and I'll send you a fancy 64 gigabyte Wi-Fi iPad. So basically that, this is the way I did the little, really a shot across the bow, let them know something was coming. And the other thing it did was it got people very excited about my blog, and I want to show you how that happened. So basically, this is the Survey Monkey survey that people landed on when they clicked that winanipad.html link. And I just said, okay, this is your chance to win a free iPad, and it's super simple. So the real hook here to get them here was the free iPad. The hook to get them engaged in the survey was the iPad. So basically, I'm spending, I forget how much it cost, but I don't know, $600 or something like that. So I was willing to invest that to get a lot of people going through this process and get them excited about my blog and let them know something was coming. So even though the blog has no revenue stream, no overt revenue stream, it's important to my business, and I was easily willing to invest that money. So here we go. This is the deal. I'm about to start a new blog at jeffwalker.com, and I'm looking for a tagline for it. And it really was, I couldn't seem to come up with a tagline for myself. So to give you a little bit of direction, here's some details about the blog. I plan on making my blog a major source of internet marketing information and inspiration. Here's some of the stuff I'm going to be covering, and I give them some bullets of what I'm going to cover. Product launches and product launch formula, online conversion, yada yada, going through all these different things I'm considering publishing about. Since you're at this page, you probably know a little bit about me, but I went ahead and told them more about me. I've been marketing online forever, since '96. I created and published the product launch formula. I've been used very successfully by thousands of product launch formula owners. I'm a pretty relaxed guy and totally embrace the internet lifestyle, and I'm about as far as corporate as anyone you'll meet. So it's important to think about what I'm doing here. I'm giving them information so they can create this tagline for me, but really it's almost like I'm writing a testimonial for myself. I'm telling them how great I am. Think about this. Ostensibly, I'm just helping them out, win this iPad by giving them this information, but I also have them thinking that I'm really cool. I've been selling stuff online, thousands of successful PLF owners. Remember, I'm coming down into, I'm about 2 months from the launch of Product Launch Formula 3.0. So this is another deep underground way. See how I'm coming from different directions, different modalities, different lists. I got the JVs. I've got people, I'm asking people about my pre-launch content ideas. I'm doing a survey for my blog. So here I'm just giving some directions about the tagline, and I tell them you can put in up to 10 suggestions. The winner will be selected by me and will be my sole discretion. And just giving them some rules here. And then I ask them, what should the tagline be? And the beautiful thing about this, I got more than 2,000 separate responses. And since they could each put in up to 10 suggestions, and most of them did, I had somewhere between 16 and 20,000 different suggestions. So I got lots and lots of feedback, but the really important thing is I put people in this situation of thinking very positive thoughts about me. We say wanted to win an iPad. Okay, so the carrot was win an iPad. So I got them thinking about me and my brand and the strengths of my brand in here and typing them in here for me. So this was just a massive exercise in getting people to think good thoughts about me and my brand. Of course, since I had them on the survey, I couldn't just end it right there, right? I basically, after that, then I came back and I asked them one more question. What would you like me to cover on my new blog in the first 30 days? So this is basically just massive data gathering. Remember, I had more than 2,000 people go through that survey, and now I ask them, what should I cover on this blog? So what happens here? First of all, I get lots and lots of great ideas for things to write about and to cover on my blog. But the other important thing is I'm now tapping into the market intelligence. In the stuff they write to me, there's going to be all kinds of ideas for potential products, for potential reports, and also, just sort of general objections to the overall business. So this is just fantastic data gathering opportunity, and I'm not going to miss it when I've got people, taking my surveys. This is sort of along the lines of the testimonial cruncher. Once people are filling out a survey, it's easy for them to just fill out another question. And I don't like to have super long surveys. When you use really long surveys, then you drive down the response. Less people take them, especially when you have a lot of questions on the first page of the survey. So that's why I just had one simple question, and then after that, then I hit them with a second simple question, and that was it. But these are two very, very important questions. Of course, because I love sequences, I didn't want to leave it just sitting right there, and I came back with another email to my list, basically reiterating right at the beginning that I've got this contest for a tagline and get a new iPad, and I'm giving them a quick update. And here basically the response has been staggering. As of right now, I've had over 1,704 people put in suggestions. This is massive social proof. I'm showing people are really, really interested in me and my blog and this whole contest thing. So 1,704 people, massive social proof. And also, you'll notice I didn't round it off. You never want to round numbers off. I went into SurveyMonkey and there were 1,704 responses. That's specificity. The more specific you are, the more powerful. So that's why, what was it? Ivory soap, 99.25% pure. That extra 1/4% makes it a lot more impactful and a lot more believable when you're very specific. Okay, so thank you. I'm just showing some likability here by just being really excited about the response. Here I've asked people to stick to a limit of 10,000 suggestions, but a few of them snuck in some extras, so the total suggestions are now over 10,000. So it's a massive social proof. That's a lot of suggestions, but I've actually gone through all of them. We've been narrowing it down to our list of favorites. So this is an important paragraph that I'm going through all of them. It shows that I'm engaged with them. It shows that that it is a conversation, and I'm actually paying attention to them. I'm going through all those 10,000 suggestions and paying attention is, remember what reciprocity is. It's like if you give something to someone else, they'll want to give something back to you. Well, here I'm giving my attention. So we're building up a little bit of reciprocity there. Then I'm just telling them I'm making a final selection, that they can still go ahead and put it in a suggestion. There's still time. And then again, another thank you. I'm just blown away. Just being likable. Being likable can go a long way. So the next one in the sequence is when I came back and just told them that I've closed down the iPad contest. I've had over 2,000 different entries. And here we go, that reciprocity again, 2020 to be exact. And since most people are putting in the max number of entries, the total number of suggestions is somewhere around 20,000. Again, this is massive, massive social proof. I'm showing people are really interested in my blog. After going through them, I think I pretty much got my tagline. I'll be announcing the contest results when the blog goes live in a few days. So of course, I'm going to use this contest to drive people to the blog when I go ahead and and publish it. So from there, I really go into this. Basically, now what you just saw was sort of the shot across the bow and the pre-launch. Now I go in. Now remember, we're coming into both the blog launch and the Product Launch Formula 3.0 launch, not too far away. So now this is sort of the list warming process in here. I give them basically an email that's very aspirational and sort of is soft teaching, so it's basically teaching about being an entrepreneur, but it's not like hardcore. This is like just really powerful stuff that gets people all pumped up about their business. So and of course I drew some social proof here. I'm talking about a friend of mine in a mastermind meeting, Chris Knight, who is a person of influence, the founder and CEO of Easing Articles. So throwing in a little bit of a social proof there. But basically, this is a list warming email. We come out with social proof, and then we go right into a list warming email down here. And then basically still looking for feedback from them. This basically, I changed up the survey, so now this survey drops people into a survey that's just asking about what I should cover on the blog. And then here, just teasing them again that the contest results are going to be available soon. Next email to them was when the blog actually went live. Again, when you're looking to influence someone, when it's launch day, you give them a very short email. It's not a super long, involved email in general. You just get out of the way. You give them a sentence or two, a link, a couple sentences, and a link, and get out of their way. So this is how I sent people to my blog on the day that I launched a blog. So just to bring it full circle, here's the blog that I dropped them on after I sent that last email with the super short email with the link. Took them to this blog post. This is the first blog post. I basically up here I mentioned, okay, I made a big deal about my tagline, even offering to give away an iPad to the person who came up with the winning tagline, and I ended up with powered by internet marketing for my tagline. And then basically then I gave them just a real relationship building aspirational post. Then I came back and I announced the winner of the iPad. It ended up, I actually, after getting so many responses, I actually was inspired and came up with the tagline myself. So what did I do? I did a drawing to give away the iPad, and then sort of as a make good. This is all stuff. I guess it's not terribly relevant to the pre-launch buzz, but this stuff was keeping me likable. I gave away the iPad, and then I came back and had another contest. So that's how I launched the blog. Oh yeah, one other thing. I had 237 comments. So I think it's pretty unusual for most blogs on day one to have 237 comments. I think we were in the Alexa top 10,000 websites for that launch day. So this is an example of how you can do a launch for something that's not even a product.